What up, reptile lovers? I'm Marcellus, and welcome to the Reptile Network. Now somebody hit my music. Here we're going to discuss Tegus. Argentine Black and White Tegus to be specific. But this isn't going to be a care video. It's just going to be some of my experiences that I've had with my Tegu. So I purchased them from someone on Craigslist, and they gave them to me sort of haphazardly. You know, they really, it was really no goodbyes or anything like that. It was just like, here. So they didn't really tell me about him or anything. They did tell me that he was pretty chilled, and I found that out myself. But I was still very cautious, and I still wear gloves with him when I handle him. I don't think I need any. I don't think I need the gloves because he hasn't shown any aggression. Originally, when I first started picking him up, what I thought was aggression was just him, I guess, making sure that I was comfortable with him and that I was not going to drop him, because I noticed he would start to get frantic, and I would get frantic as well, and he would sort of jump out of my hands. But then I realized if I was calm with him and handled him and didn't freak out when he started to move around and things of that nature, then he would remain chilled and calm. And I noticed that when people say that the Tegus are like dogs, and I guess they are one of the closest lizards to a dog, because I purchased a dog toy, a little tennis ball, and hoping that he would chase it around, and he actually does chase it around, but I'm pretty sure he's trying to eat it, but he can't really eat it. He'll chase it, put it in his mouth, and he'll run around with it. And I realized that it's not like he's going to bring it back to me or anything, but he'll just run and get it and just chase the ball around. When it comes to his diet, for me, what I'm doing right now, I'm feeding him cat food. I also mix in some fruit. Sometimes I'll do bananas, I'll do apples, and I'll also do an egg or two. Well, not an egg or two, just one egg. Not even a whole egg. I do a half of egg. I'll do a half an egg. And the good thing about that is my skink, my blue-tongued skink, they pretty much sort of eat the same meals as far as I'm concerned. Now, I'm sure other people out there feed their Tegus differently. I know some people feed theirs ground turkey. I also see some people feed them chicken as well as salmon. So right now I'm just giving him the cat food and the fruit. So I'm sure I'll venture out and get him a lot more different things, but as of right now, that's all I'm currently doing. Now for his enclosure, I currently have him in a 5x4 that I built for him myself. I'm pretty certain he's going to outgrow that soon enough. I'll probably have it for probably about another couple of months, but he's 11 months now. So the next step up will more than likely be something about 8 feet long for him, and that'll probably be the last enclosure for him. But currently that's what he's in right now. So for your lighting, for your Tegu, you want to provide them with the UVB bulb, because that provides them with the vitamin D that they need, that they would get normally from the sun. I installed this fixture right here for him so that the UVB bulb can spread throughout the cage. For my lighting for my Tegu, I'm currently using a 100-watt bulb for heat and basking. When it comes to humidity for the Tegu, they like it rather medium to a high range, and the way that I maintain this in Langston's enclosure is I mist his cage regularly, at least 2 to 3 times daily. I also try to soak him at least once a week. Keeping a high range of humidity does multiple things for your reptile. One thing, it maintains a good level of shedding for him. It also keeps his body hydrated. Also, I try to soak him at least once a week or so, or I will mist him as well. When I take him out to feed him, I give him a good misting daily. So, in closing, Black and White Argentine Tegu is a reptile, but not one for a rookie. you'll need some experience for this reptile. If you're going to keep this reptile and maintain him properly so they can have a healthy life, you need to be an all pro. The main reasons why is you'll need to be able to maintain the correct amount of temperature, the correct amount of humidity. You'll also need to be able to provide him with the amount of space that they will need. Again, which means you'll have to build him an enclosure or possibly purchase him one. Also, if your Tegu isn't tamed, you'll have to be able to tame him down to the point to where you'll be able to handle him properly. These things aren't easy to come by, and you'll definitely need a lot of experience with that. So just remember, if you're going to purchase one as a baby, he's not going to stay that small forever. So you'll definitely need to provide enclosures as he gets larger. Really quick, one more point that I forgot to make mention of. I never feed him in his enclosure. I always take him out of his enclosure and feed him in my traveling container that I have for him currently, or I feed him once I take him out and let him walk around. But I never feed him when he's in his enclosure. I just feel like this way it'll help maintain a clean enclosure, and I don't want him to have food all on his mouth while he's in the enclosure and things of that nature. So what I actually do is once he's finished eating, I try to wipe whatever food that's left on his face that he doesn't get on his own off. And for my Tegu, these are the ways that I take care of him. I'm sure that everyone has their own way, but right now, this is what works best for me. I'm sure you may have ways that you may feel different from mine. So, everyone does things their own way. As long as he's healthy and doing well, then I'm fine with how I'm caring for him. And there you have it. Spending a little time with my black and white Argentine Tegu, Langston. Thanks for watching the Reptile Network.